tribal dance in a world all its own. These young people live in our midst, but they observe a strange and exotic culture with its own private language, values, and rituals. Tonight on Hollywood and the Stars, Part 1 is a study of the teenage idols who reflect and influence this, the generation of the future. Loves luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority, disrespect for their elders. Children nowadays are tyrants. So said Socrates in the 4th century BC. Today, the warnings sound even more urgent. There are howls of alarm that self-indulgent and thrill-hungry teenagers are taking over the country. And there is even ominous talk that nothing can be done about it. For the teenagers are riding the crest of a mighty wave that rose not so long ago.
Night and day, you are
the year 1943 produces not only the first teenage idol, it signals what has been called the Teenage Revolution. These are years of war and prosperity. Adolescents have money to spend, and parents have been advised to encourage youthful self-expression. It is from this atmosphere of progressive enlightenment that there emerges Frank Sinatra. He is the first popular idol in history to be created by and for the teenager, and together they form a conspiracy that stuns the adult world.
Is it so?
Faced with the Sinatra phenomenon, one educator speaks for most adults by declaring, "We can't tolerate youngsters losing control of their emotions. We don't want this thing to go on." But by now, Sinatra has conquered Hollywood. He is unstoppable, like a force of nature.
I think of you day and night, night and day, under the hide of me. There's an such a hungry yearning burning inside of me.
Sinatra will go on to greater things as one of the only teenage idols to win acceptance with the older generation. But history will remember him as the man who once rallied the nation's youth in their hour of revolt. And in decades to come, others will carry on his good work. Youngsters like Piper Laurie and Tony Curtis now appear on the scene as Hollywood begins to tailor-make stars for the new Bobby Sox audience. A tough kid from the streets of New York, Curtis projects this same quality on the screen, and this appeals to a generation that no longer identifies with bigger-than-life heroes like Gary Cooper and Clark Gable. When Curtis marries Janet Leigh, it is a momentous event. They become one of Hollywood's ideal young couples. Natalie Wood's marriage to Robert Wagner is another idyllic occasion for star-struck teenagers. And when Debbie Reynolds finally weds Eddie Fisher, It's the most highly publicized marriage since the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. In the 1950s, teenagers respond to a wide variety of new idols. A stalwart Rock Hudson, an ardent Tab Hunter, an intense Sal Mineo.
Go on! You're just like all the rest of them. You're all against me. All of you! All of you!
Then an extraordinary actor, James Dean, gives a voice to and becomes a symbol of the loneliness and confusion of the modern adolescent. He seems to share their anxieties, and in him, they see themselves.
Oh, yeah. Johnny, boy, I'm coming down, boy.
Joe, I said put that gun down.
Come and get me!
We can't take any more chances. Let him have it.
A tormented youth, Dean seems to live the kind of roles he plays. Sports car racing, outbursts against discipline and authority. And at 24, he drives to his death in a car crash. Then something extraordinary happens. A cult forms around James Dean. Teenagers all over the world begin to write letters to him, refusing to believe that he is dead. It is revealing of this generation that it identifies with a boy whose unhappy life comes to a meaningless end. Marlon Brando was James Dean's idol, and while the Brando hero is more aggressive, he too reflects the teenager's unresolved conflicts and restlessness.
Where are you going when you leave here? Don't you know?
Oh, man, we're just gonna go.
Just trying to make conversation. It means nothing to me.
Well, on the weekends, we go out and have a ball.
Well, what do you do? I mean, do you just ride around, or do you go on some sort of a picnic or something?
A picnic? Man, you are too square. I have to straighten you out. Now, listen, you don't go any one special place. That's cornball style. You just go. The bunch gets together after all week. It builds up. The idea is to have a ball. Now, if you're going to stay cool, you got to whale. You got to put something down. You got to make some jive. Don't you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, that's all I'm saying.
My father was going to take me on a fishing trip to Canada once.
Yeah?
We didn't go.
Crazy.
In 1955, the teenagers hail a new leader, Elvis Presley. Elvis's pelvic gyrations will send teenagers into ecstasy, parents into panic. And some newspapers and clergymen even warn that Elvis Presley and rock and roll are threats to the national security. Not even 2 years in the Army can halt Presley's momentum. He will return like a conquering hero.
Elvis, you have some screaming fans out there. Do you still like screaming girls?
If it wasn't for them, I'd have to read up in the Army, sir, I'll tell you.
Elvis, there's a report that you like the Army so much that you wanted to write a book about it. Did you ever think of re-enlisting?
No, sir, I never thought of. I never thought of re-enlisting. But maybe someday I will write a book about my experiences in the Army. You know.
Elvis, are you glad to be getting back to normal, or don't you think your life can ever be normal?
Sir, if my life ever gets normal, I'll have to start driving a truck again.
Elvis reportedly earns $2 million a year. And as king of the rock and roll set, he is even visited on movie stages by royalty, like the princesses of Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. But the teenagers pay the homage that counts. There was a time when youth rallied behind men who carried banners. Now they idolize boys who strum guitars. Bobby Darin now rides to fame on the adolescent bandwagon. along with a host of other youngsters like Paul Anka and Annette Funicello. Anka, a millionaire recording star, says, "Movies, that's where the real loot is." Other teenage tycoons are Frankie Avalon and Tommy Sands. And then there's Fabian, who, like his dashing comrades, disturbs feminine tranquility with a magnetism that can be felt and articulated only by their fans.
I could just sit and listen to him forever.
He's it. He's, something you want to be with. He's, just wonderful.
Because he's wonderful, and I've bought every one of his records.
Just makes me flip. If I should ever meet him, I think I'd faint. I'd faint if I ever had a date with him.
I think he's wonderful. I buy all of his records.
Oh. Oh.
And what is happening to teenagers in foreign lands? They have embraced American music and culture with a vengeance. The youth of Japan, for instance, are making great strides in adapting themselves to the Western world. Slowly but surely, they are modifying the ancient traditions of parental authority, gentility, and restraint. Ottawa to Oslo, the world's youth pulsates to tribal rituals exported from the rich and fertile heartland of America. And when rock and roll stars from the United States, like Bill Haley and his Comets, perform for teenagers in West Berlin, there is immediate communication, proving that this is indeed one world.
Rock around the clock tonight, put your glad right song. Join me home, have some fun when the clock strikes one. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, and it goes down, we'll yell for more. Rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock When the clock strikes 12, we'll cool off and start rocking around the clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Against the mainstream of raucous teenage idols, Pat Boone leads a handful of mavericks who are triumphantly wholesome. A college graduate and family man, Boone publicly cautions teenagers against what he calls indiscriminate kissing, dancing in the dark, and hanging around in cars. In his best-selling book, he urges adolescents to observe the virtues of prayer, sobriety, and humility. Ricky Nelson is another clean-cut boy next door, the kind the schoolgirls call cute. It's an image he developed on the Ozzie and Harriet TV show, starting many years ago.
Hi. Who's this?
It's my little brother, Ricky.
Hello, Ricky. I'm Nancy Baker. Would you like to see me tap dance?
Just don't pay any attention to him.
I think he's cute.
He is not.
I am, too.
Can you really tap dance, Ricky?
Sure. I can sing, too.
Really?
You have to come over and listen to me sing in the bathtub sometime.
6 years and many baths later,
I'm walking, yes indeed I'm talking for you and me, and I'm hoping that you come back to me. I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm waiting for your company, and I'm hoping that you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You're gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'd even die. I'm walking, yes, I'm walking for you and me, and I'm hoping that you come back.
by the time he is 18, Ricky Nelson reportedly has a network of 10,000 fan clubs and earns $400,000 a year for being the boy next door.
What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You're gonna run away and hide. I'm gonna run right by your side. For you, pretty baby, I'd even die. I'm walking, yes indeed I'm talking for you and me, and I'm hoping that you come back to me.
Virtually without peer, Dick Clark holds an Olympian position in the teenage world. As a disc jockey, he is the arbiter of their taste in singers and in records. And men like Dick Clark are pivotal figures in the incredible economics of the teenager. Faced with the teenager's influence on all media of communication in America, one social critic has said, "We are in danger of becoming a teenage society with permanent teenage standards." The recording industry feverishly furnishes teenagers with a deafening crescendo of caterwauling, stomping, and twanging. Teenagers buy millions of records a year, and this is only part of the $11 billion that they spend annually in what some observers fear is an attempt to take over not only our economy, but our culture. Teenagers have a literature all their own. Magazines that are guides for living, with articles like, "Is 13 Too Young?" 100 intimate facts about Dick Chamberlain. Haley Mills' Super Secret. What Troy Donahue told his sister about the birds and bees. Are our parents always right? The movies have all but surrendered to the teenage onslaught. Since they comprise the majority of today's audiences, they virtually dictate Hollywood's artistic standards. And unsuspecting adults have finally realized that no movie, no cast, is complete without a Tommy, a Tab, or a Troy. A new wave of films has been created exclusively for the younger generation, and they are special favorites of the preteen set. Grammar school children who are curious about the glories of teenage life. These pictures show them what they can look forward to. Hollywood reflects life, and youngsters who go steady at the age of 12 obviously want to behold similar mating customs in the movies. This has inspired a special class of film portraying the conflict between precocious kids and fuddy-duddy parents. The fountainhead of this art form was Gidget, starring Sandra Dee.
Well, you see, what I need the money for is a surfboard.
A surfboard?
A surfboard. I mean, I'm a perfectly good swimmer and can't be extra super careful. Oh, please. Now, the surfing is out of this world. You just can't imagine the thrill of shooting the curl. Well, It positively surpasses every living emotion I've ever had.
Gidget, however, is only a playful skirmish in the teenagers' desperate battle to educate their parents.
Since when do you have to beg a 17-year-old girl to stay for a dance? They're not goons or anything else. And the sooner you become part of our society, the better. And the sooner you start dressing like a young lady should.
I'm in love with him.
You can't be in love with him.
I'm not a child, Mother. I know what I'm doing.
You're supposed to be my father. For all you know, I might have ruined a girl's life. I thought you'd come here. I thought you'd get angry. I thought you might hit me. I thought you might yell at me. But no, you don't do any of that. You're proud of me.
No, just a minute.
What's wrong with you? Don't you have any morals?
That my daughter is married to that teenage idiot?
Oh, dear.
I don't believe it.
By the early 1960s, the picture becomes blurred. Singers like Dick Dale achieve astonishing popularity with just a handful of record albums. At the same time, Hollywood and television capture the imagination of teenagers with a gallery of young stars. Connie Stevens, Peter Fonda, Troy Donahue, George Hamilton, Ed Cookie Burns, Warren Beatty, Dean Jones, Mickey Callan, and singer Bobby Vinton. These new figures are popular idols in the teenage world, but they are not rallying points as were Dean, Brando, and Presley. In its confusion, today's youth seems to be searching for new leaders, but it's impossible to decipher the smoke signals arising from the teenage wigwams. To the throbbing beat of musical groups like the Ventures, the teenagers congregate in their own war camps called teenage nightclubs, like the Cinnamon Cinder. As a group, studies reveal, they are drifting without a rudder, complacent and cynical, confused and apathetic and eager for kicks. They have no exalted idol. The question has been asked, will today's teenager survive the anxieties of the modern world? A more intriguing question is, will the modern world survive the teenager? Next on Hollywood and the Stars, Teenage Idols, Part 2, Fabian.
All day they drive me wild, I wanna growl. Wow, I wanna growl. Wow.
The frenzied sights and frantic sounds in the world of a teenage idol. Next on Hollywood and the Stars. Tonight on Hollywood and the Stars, the story of a teenage idol.
and they ripped my shirt off. They kissed me and pulled my hair out. Adults laughed at me, and critics tore me apart. My name is Fabian. That's okay.
I didn't hurt you.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Are you?
Well, yeah. What's the code? Who got it?
Is it ripped or anything?
Huh?
Is it ripped or anything?
Just a little.
Could you wear it?
Huh?
Can you still wear it?
Well, we'll see. I don't know yet. Little. How are you? Anybody get hurt out there?
I lost a fingernail.
How are you?
That's
You lost a fingernail.
about it. But I didn't want to hurt you. I just wanted to see you, that's all.
Nobody can hurt you. Thank you very much.
Can I have the coat?
Huh?
Can I have the coat?
What do you say?
I mean, if it...
We need it for the end of the performance.
Can I come back and get it?
Well, we'll see about this.
Can I have something else?
This is the teenage idol. His name is Fabian. He stars in films with such luminaries as Jimmy Stewart, Bing Crosby, and John Wayne. And one critic has even called him a minor miracle, a rock and roll singer who has become a surprisingly good young actor. He signs contracts with the likes of Darryl F. Zanuck. He earns $250,000 a year. Fabian's life, public and private, is a subject of supreme concern to young fans across the face of America. When he lends himself to a publicity date with a girl he's never met, like actress Chris Noel, the repercussions are enormous. Fabian is a phenomenon. He wanted to become a movie star, and Hollywood was more than eager to oblige. Such is the marquee value of his name. Yet only a few years ago, there was no such thing as a Fabian.
It started in Philadelphia when I was 14 years old. I was making $6 a week working in a drugstore after school. One afternoon, a stranger came up to me and said, "How'd you like to be a recording star?" I said no, but he went on like a nut. So I ran in and told my mom and dad, "There's a crazy man outside." He turned out to be in the record business, and for some reason he wanted me, even though I never sang a note in my life.
Fabian had something that manager Bob Macucci thinks is marketable, whether he can sing or not. He looked like a clean-cut Elvis Presley. He has a kind of magnetism, says Macucci, and perhaps it can trigger the teenage squeals that have come to mean big money in the record business.
I went through 3 singing coaches, hating every minute of it. I couldn't picture myself as an entertainer, displaying myself in front of an audience. I didn't think I could ever be a singer. Then there were the wild clothes they made me wear, the tight pants, the pompadour hair, the weird jackets. I didn't want to look different than any other kids, and I began to feel like a freak. I wanted to dump the whole thing. But my father, who was a policeman, had a heart attack, and since we needed the money, I decided to stick with it.
A shrewd publicity campaign was launched. The fabulous Fabian is coming. Nobody had ever heard of him. Nobody even knew who he was. But soon, novelty-hungry fan magazines were filled with articles about the mysterious singer with the mysterious name.
By the time I was 15 years old and still in high school, I couldn't understand what was going on. I made a few records, all of them flops. Yet I was told I was a celebrity and on my way to making my first $100,000.
Eventually, Fabian came under the benevolent gaze of Dick Clark, high priest of the disc jockeys and big brother image to the teenage world. And as soon as he appeared on Clark's program, Fabian's career skyrocketed. An awkward youth with little training, experience, or confidence was presented full-blown to the nation as the latest teenage idol.
Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on. Early loose, I say. This is the first time I ever felt this way. I'm gonna get 1,000 kicks, kiss 1,000 chicks, so turn me loose. Turn me loose. Turn me loose, I say. Yeah, today is gonna be the day I want.
With the money that was coming in, I bought my parents a new home. And between tours, it was the only place where I could unwind and relax. These visits were becoming less frequent, and my mother sometimes said, I wish it was like it used to be. But even here, I began to feel uncomfortable, even isolated. I had entered a different world, and no one at home could really understand what kind of world it was. I never stopped going. I'd go for 35 days and 35 nights at a stretch. I traveled with a troupe of other musicians and entertainers, some of them first-rate guys, but some were drug addicts and a few even worse than that. So I stuck pretty much to myself. It was grueling and it was lonely, but the crowds were getting bigger all the time. When I first heard girls screaming over me, I was frightened and embarrassed. But I learned that success was measured by the screams I could generate.
Excuse me 1 minute.
One more favor. We take him so long shot. It's okay. But his feet were straight up.
No matter how famous I got, though, my life was ruled by my manager. I was told what to do, what to say, how to act. Like a puppet dangled in front of the public and the press.
Why don't we take you at the show?
Unfortunately, we need it now.
Don't look at me, though. Look out like you're really singing.
Okay.
What would you do? A little gesture for that.
Oh, Solo Mio.
Give the side.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you went to the center. In fact, hold hands with the chief there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Real buddy.
A line. Yeah. You mean just go out by myself now and then and do exactly what I want to do? At times, yes, I do. Very much so.
This is here in the interest of our fundraising drives and your fine
Though
work.
I was even getting recognition and awards, I was told that I was too young to express my own ideas in public. And when I was with adults, I had to be smiling and overly polite, a cliché all-American boy.
I present you with the key to the city of Allentown with a wish that you will return and visit us many times in the future. I assure you the welcome mat will always be on the doorstep for you.
Thank you very much.
As one of the new young gods of the teenage world, Fabian was subjected to stinging ridicule from the nation's press. Fabian, said cartoonist Al Capp, is a bewildered kid who faces life without the handicap of any noticeable talent. And Esquire magazine wrote that when drab and confused teenagers went wild for Fabian, mediocrity fell in love with its own image.
On the next Merv Griffin Show, Vic Tayback.
17. The gimmicks and the publicity had paid off. Adults might shudder at the new Fabian phenomenon, but to young girls, he was an ideal. Everything about him was fascinating, even his name. And high school journalists never tired of asking him the same question.
I've been wondering about this for a long time. What is your real name? Is it Fabian, or is that a name they made up for you?
Fabian's my real first name. Forte, F-O-R-T-E, is my last name.
The commercializing of Fabian reached its zenith at haircut time. The shorn locks were meticulously swept into an envelope, then sent to a factory where they were sterilized, cut into quarter-inch strands, and sealed into plastic lockets that sold for 75 cents.
After being treated like a thing by adults, I looked forward to meeting kids my own age. We had something in common, and that was growing up. But the girls in my fan clubs were leading normal lives, and I wasn't. So after they interviewed me, I'd talk to them and try to learn as much as I could about how kids felt about things. I began to understand why kids were so wrapped up with fan clubs and Fabian. A lot of these girls weren't very attractive or popular, or they were shy and awkward. And for them, I guess I was sort of a fantasy boyfriend.
No? I'm sitting. No. Ah! He's got me! I want a little
But it takes publicity to keep the fires burning for a fantasy boyfriend. And Fabian depended upon promotional appearances and contests organized by disc jockeys like Gene Kay.
In just a second, you'll be able to find out who our queen for the night is. Our judges have selected this young lady right down here with the cat, the young lady with the red hair. Fabe, shall we get out and meet her? Honey, you are the queen, and it is your cat that is the winner.
Congratulations.
You are the queen at the Fabian dance party at the Notre Dame bandstand. All right, girls, can we slide out a little bit? Babe, will you take her down? Photographer, here we go, nice and close with Fabe, right in with the cat. Oh, my, the cat's the cats. All right, bring your cats in nice and close.
Policemen had to guard wherever I went. I could never go out by myself, and of course I could never date any of the fans, the girls who were my own age. That would be inviting trouble. I was surrounded by people, but I was always alone. I was alone when I had to face what the critics were saying, that I was a manufactured idol, a freak. That hurt because I was sincere in doing the best I knew how. But they made me a whipping boy, and I'd say to myself, it's not worth it. I'm a human being, and I've got feelings like anybody else, and there were many times when I wanted to quit. But I wasn't ashamed of what I was doing. Unlike a lot of people, I didn't look down on the kids who needed idols. If they were so desperate and wild for a Fabian, maybe it's because they had nothing else to look up to.
By 1959, near the height of the Fabian furor, he was receiving overtures from Hollywood. And as time passed, he began to wonder whether he could make a transition from idol to actor. The temptations were great. As a singer, he was on a treadmill, rushing to as many as 7 concerts a night, even when a doctor examined his throat and said, "It looks like ground meat inside." And before every concert, Fabian was conscious that an idol's days are numbered. His audience was fickle, easily swayed by the latest fad. They wouldn't always scream or weep over Fabian.
Hello, Margot.
I didn't think I'd get to meet you.
What?
I didn't think I'd ever get to meet you.
Why?
I don't know. I always have bad luck when I come here.
You mean to this dance? People you want to meet with?
You know, there's every boy I always go with. When I come here, they break off with me.
Of course, you come here?
Yeah, I don't know why. They just see other girls.
Excuse me, Dave. I'm going to give you much longer. I'm going to have to leave this to get ready.
Could you autograph my picture, please?
Sure.
What's your name again?
Margot. I'm sorry it's all clean.
one can imagine what it's like after a rock and roll show to face a mob of kids outside. To escape, I would disguise myself as a hot dog salesman or a policeman. Once the police even had to use German Shepherd dogs to protect me from screaming mobs. There were times when I actually thought I was going to be killed. Over the years, I must have made more than 4,000 public appearances. Some of them were wonderful and exciting, but most of them were grueling and nerve-wracking. There were mornings when I'd wake up with every bone aching. Even worse, I was controlled by a management that wasn't interested in my future as I saw it. I was grateful for what had been done for me, but I felt like a piece of property being sold on the market. And finally, I had enough.
In 1961, Fabian Forte bought out his contract for $65,000, and he turned his back on recording opportunities and personal appearances that would have earned him $500,000. With one incredible career behind him, he decided to gamble a fortune and a future on becoming a motion picture actor. He was 18 years old.